Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Kingmaker by Griff Hosker, narrated by Malk Williams. Prologue. Stockton Castle. The defeat at Oxford still rankled with me. We had been close to success and claiming the crown for Henry Fitz-Empress, and then, after the disaster of Winchester, we had lost it all. The Civil War had dragged on for too long already, and the people were weary. For the land to grow, they needed peace. That defeat meant we were as far away from success as ever. I had saved the Empress, but it had been at a cost. I had lost my oldest friend, Sir Edward of Thornaby, and I was surrounded by enemies. With the Empress and her brother trapped in the southwest, the prospect of defeating Stephen the usurper seemed even more remote. The only other sparks of rebellion against Stephen the usurper had been extinguished. The Bishop of Ely's rebellion had been quashed, and the unpredictable Ranulph, Earl of Gloucester, had once again sided with Stephen. I was alone. However, I had sworn an oath, and I would not be forsworn. Henry Fitz-Empress, the son of the Empress, would sit on the throne of England. His mother's opportunity had come, and it had gone. We both accepted that she would never be Queen of England. In our occasional, sanitized correspondence, we just spoke of advancing the claim of her son. When Stephen had all but conceded defeat in Normandy, I hoped that this was the beginning of a time of success. After Matilda's husband, Geoffrey of Anjou, was anointed Duke of Normandy, my hopes were dashed. King Henry and I had fought against Count Fulk for many years to prevent that very situation. It was ironic that Fulk was now King of Jerusalem, and Norman knights had given the dukedom to the Count of Anjou. Henry was now heir to the dukedom, but that brought him no closer to his crown. Between my fortress in the north and the Earl of Gloucester in the south, Stephen held all. There were many leagues of England through which I travelled at my peril. I was frustrated in my northern stronghold. Although I had agreed to allow Henry to go back to Normandy, I now regretted that. I would have had him by my side so that I could guide him and advise him. I was still convinced that I had a part to play in giving the throne to Matilda's son. When I received the unwelcome news that both Miles of Gloucester and Brian Fitz-Count were dead, my
Sample complete. Ready to continue?